Good rising, afternoon, good evening. This is the Poetry Oracle, and we're back with another read. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas, your New Year's Eve, and your New Year's so far. And we have had quite a few lovely comments and, collaborations with new people coming and joining. So welcome if you're new. And this is something in which you're finding that many people are not afraid to open up and just live their own legacy and their own life. And always remember that there's more than one gift that someone has in the world. So we have our expectations and we have our assumptions, and we have of people. But when it comes to evolution and judgments of people, we're not exactly on Judgment Day yet. Like a major judgment day. So although we can, make small judgments of each other to know how to navigate through life, we have some very light and loving, compassionate, light-hearted, feathered others out here as well, in which some people try to corrupt. They try to corrupt these innocent ones, and they try to corrupt some of these, positive people. Sometimes it's not intentional, because some people are not on the same level of inspiration or same level of consciousness. So someone, for example, on a level of 3D consciousness will be different from someone that's on a 5D, 6D, 7D level of consciousness. So when you look at each other, you're going to get a very obscured view and version of how you approve someone. And then if you are to explain those kind of information or gossips or, words in which is not very pleasant, whether you care or not, that's what causes problems for, yourself. And then you reveal yourself that you're not on the same level as the person. But it takes a really good listener and interpreter to actually listen to someone of this level and to recognize and become aware that it's actually growth that's needed. Outside can be decorated very kindly, very lovely, very fashionably, and whatever else. But if your inside hasn't evolved in such a fashion of how the exterior looks and appears to be, then I'm sorry. Like I said, Judgment Day isn't yet. Okay, moving forward. So this is a read for, let's see how we're going to do this. Normally I say I call out a sign. I was going to say Taurus. I was going to say Taurus read. And then I had earlier on to say a Capricorn read. And then I said a Virgo read. I did say that as well in my mind. I said, which one am I going to do? I said, am I going to do the thing where I shuffle the cards, and if, Capricorn comes out, we're going to do that. And if we have the same signs as we did before, then we can change that. Okay, so the Seven of Wands has come out. Let's begin. Let's see what comes out. Which energies for the collective. Rather than me calling it out, what about my channeling and intuition and, positive vibration guides and ancestors to show me and point the fingers and the divine, of course, to see which direction we're going. It's all positive vibrations, honestly, I promise you. And if you put any negative thoughts into your head, then you have to deal with that energy by yourself. It's got nothing to do with anyone around you or me. Excuse me very much. Okay, there we are. So it looks like we are dealing with Pentacles. Perhaps, if not the Pentacles or Wands, because Wands was first out. Wands would be fire signs, wouldn't it? Pentacles would be the earth signs. Let's see what we can find out from this story here. Let's just find out what's going on here before we start any sign reads. Let's see if you can resonate with this. Okay, there we are. Let's go from here. One sec. And at the bottom of the deck here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Okay, now let's see what I can read here. Let's see what's going on here. In the past, listen, if the story resonates, it resonates. This one's going to be very quick because I didn't call any signs out. In the past, someone was working on a project or some work, okay, in the past. And they had to block themselves from several others. And for some of you, you may have had held back some work in terms of project or some kind of something, entrepreneurship, something of this and another, right? This is what I'm getting. Because people were being defensive towards you in the past, okay? This was entrepreneurship. The Three of Pentacles is here, okay? And you was on your rightful path. The Chariot is here. But someone may have had a situation where they lost someone in the past, okay? And they feel that they had to recuperate before they moved forward, as well as other people. Some people may not have noticed this. Others that did, they continued to create burden. Ones becomes a burden after a while when it numbers up. So 7, 8, 9, it becomes too much ones to carry and to bear. You might as well put them down and just use the one, okay? So, and just work with that. So yeah, in the past, there was definitely some type of loss of emotions and a loss in terms of a partner or a person, family member, something of this nature, perhaps a friend. And a message came through which involved having to choose a direction in which to go in, okay? So someone may have had to have grieved for a while, and so the direction may not have been clear at the time. So waiting would have been very important at that period of time to heal, okay, in the past there with the Six of Cups. And yeah, Seven of Cups. It could have to do with someone's mother or someone being a mother, perhaps wounds. It could be physical wounds, such as like healing wounds of the body, or emotions, or mental wounds, you know, of trying to put pieces together for a while. Everyone goes through them, all in different situations. However, an announcement was made, or a call was made by a phone, something to do with Gemini, or perhaps an announcement that was made to do with a creative project, okay, entrepreneurship, Page of Pentacles. Perhaps in the past, yeah, to the collective, in the past, because of your emotions and your feelings at the time, you was standing in your power. You had the correct idea, the right idea. However, you needed to regain strength, emotional strength. Cups resonates emotions, okay? However, if you did wait and you proceeded and you moved forward, Two of Wands, and you chose to correct a different path, you would have reached a fortune very quickly, yeah? Fortune is not always to do with finances and money. It also has to do with next step, or being granted another gift, perhaps a really luxurious direction, connections. This is how I see it, okay? Now, when I see multiple pentacles, which are in higher numbers above 5, because when it comes to 5, we round it up in accounting. When we do our accounting, when you're, you know, if you're an entrepreneur and if you're self-employed, things of this nature, you know, but when you do your accounting, if you've ever tried it yourself, 5, you round it up. Even to do with stocks and shares, things of this nature, anything to do with areas of... So here, I don't see any numbers that are higher than 5, other than here, other than the Wheel of Fortune. That's massive. but it tells us the causes and effects due to a decision and our emotions and what we think, okay? There's not much thinking cards here in terms of swords. However, a lot to do with emotions and what to do with them, and to solidify them in direction before taking direction, the correct one. Two of Wands is here. Okay, I'll leave it at that for now, and we'll clear this deck and move forward. So I'm just getting that story for some of you. So if any of you can resonate with that, then take the story. If it's not your story, you don't need to, you don't need to take the story. It's absolutely fine. No worries. Okay. Cancerian. Okay. Archangels of love and light, spiritual guides of the highest vibration. Gemini. Why is Gemini feeling fearful? Someone's holding on to a Gemini lover, loved one, or a loved one has to hold on to a situation. Someone's waiting for some finances to come in, okay, and has to do with an announcement. Something well-deserved after a long period of time, recognition, okay. Someone's come to an end of calling people for a long time, like they're really concentrating on what they need to do, okay. Also, I can see others there that need to rest. Some people are not getting enough rest. The Four of Swords is upside down. I don't really read reversals. However, that would be the message. Some of you, there's quite a lot of you that's probably feeling that way after the long stretch we've had there towards the end of the finish line of 2022 to 2023. Okay, now, what have we got here? Let's see. Lovers, Cups. I did mention Cancer at the beginning of the read. So today it looks like we're going with the messages as it is. If it resonates with you, if it don't, I'm not doing signs specifically, but I did call them out. So if it resonates with you, Cancerian, I mentioned Gemini as well, didn't I? I did mention Taurus as well, if it resonates with you. Hey, I'll call you out, Virgo, Libra. Libra's right there. I just saw Libra turn up. Capricorn. Capricorn in the mind and tongues. Okay, who's coming in? Who's coming in? Let's have a look here. All right. Okay, look at this. The High Priestess. There's some hidden information about a lover that's been exposed already. You can't keep the secret. Life is a platform for decorating and manifestation and projection. All the same thing, but different words and from different perspectives, I suppose. Two of Cups, the High Priestess, Knight of Swords. Some hidden information is coming in, zooming in. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck, as you all know. So with the Two of Cups, if we look at Two of Cups and Knight of Swords, a lover's going to make a swift proposal, okay, love offer. And it has been hidden for a long period of time. They've been holding it in the present moment. In the future, it's coming in very quickly, swiftly. It's in the near future, very near future. Why? Because look, it's a Knight of Swords. Now, if it wasn't the near future, I would have read that side as the, say for example, the Knight of Pentacles. So it'd be in the distant future. So it'd be in the future, but distant, like say 9 months, 8 months, 9, 10 months down the line. The Knight of Pentacles is it's the slowest knight in the deck, perhaps even 12 months, But where this is the nearest future, I'm reading it as the Knight of Swords. It's swifting in, okay? And it is a love offer. It definitely is. It's a compassionate one because the Knight of Cups is here, okay? And he's the most passionate, compassionate, sweet, Valentine's. Not all of you believe in Valentine's, and roses and this whole storytelling thing. They can't be bothered. But you can think of it in a compassionate way, to whichever sense you can relate that to you yourself, okay? Everyone has their own idea. I love people having different types of ideas to bring into life. I love that. If it's positive and, it's nothing to do with gonna corrupt the new generations that's coming in, then there you go. I don't like hidden, older, snide elders that go behind your back and they sneak. Don't worry, they're getting their karma. Their karma will be coming. Not because I call it, but because they called it themselves. Got nothing to do with me. I ain't got no time. Got no time for all that. Moving forward, yeah. So they could be coming from abroad. They could be coming from abroad. Hello. Knight of Swords, the World card. Okay. Secretly coming in, hello. And then from flying in, getting in a cab or a car or driving, hiring, you know, I can see the whole story playing out. Okay. Oh, it's a compassionate love. Oh, this is an amazing story. The Two of Cups with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups is so positive on the table. Someone's swifting in. There's a beautiful gentleman that's coming in. Perhaps there's even two. One is the Knight from one angle, and the other one is, I'm coming first, the Knight of Swords. I'm going to be first. I'll get there first before you because I've got the swords. And it's shiny, you know. I've held it up. It's the tallest. Look at mine. You can't reach mine. Mine's higher than yours. You know, I'm being a bit childish because I do have a very, you know, I do have a very loving and compassionate and sweet, innocent inner child about myself. I do speak about that often. I don't hide those kind of things. I've got no time. Life is for living, and is a legacy to live. In each and every gift that you find, you expand it, whether you like it. Whether you like it. I don't say the other word because it's too much if you don't like it. But okay, now look. Okay, that was back to front. The cards is doing backflips. They're backflip. Someone's backflipping into the story and creating a love scene going on. It's a compassionate. When I say love scene, a compassionate, genuine, but it's a very powerful story. Two of Cups with the Knight of... Okay, with the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it doesn't have to be those signs. It could be the rising sign of someone very compassionate. But the cups are very heavy on this table. Hey, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, man here as well. Someone's hidden and has a mask on, but not negative. I don't see any negative cards on the table at the moment. I don't see that. Someone has a very powerful secret passion and working tactic. Their skill is very powerful. Okay. Someone has a hidden talent. Oh, and it's massive, you know, global. It's hidden. It may come out. It may come out eventually, very fast, very quickly within, you know. People are finding their, you know, reaching their dreams and their aspirations. People are going into their dreams, not purposely, but just naturally, where the dreams are just coming in a bit more than usual. You know, where they weren't before. And then now, you know, when the moon was in Pisces a couple of days ago and then went into, you know, Aries and then now in Taurus. And then we're kind of, you know, dreaming a bit more now. Not saying that no one else has before, but it's something in which we've been hearing. I've been hearing in messages. I've been hearing on phone calls. We've been talking about it. People have been talking about this. I had this really strange dream today. You know, oh, do you know what happened? And then another person, oh, it's been a long time since I haven't dreamed. But guess what? Guess what I dreamt of last night? All this kind of introduction, you know. So, but there has been dreams. It's here anyway. And they've been very, very fiery and compassionate. And they're very, very close to reality and the other side. Which means that it's the two sides are coming closer together. Which means you can't lie anymore about, you know, or pretend or be illusioned by some of these things that are coming out. It's just like seeing your best friend in a movie and you never, ever, ever, ever thought you would see. You sat down with your mate or your mum or something, or your dad. You sat down and then you switched the TV on or, you know, pay some channel on, or you watched a movie, yeah? And there you go, your friend was starring in it. Your mate, your good friend from school, or your good mate from, you know, from work or something. So what? What? Why didn't they tell me about this? It's like really miraculous things are going on and coming out, and people are just like not believing it, or more than believing it, not understanding it, first of all, to even believe it. And they think if they don't understand something first off, on the first day, or the second day, third day, they're like, nah, forget it. So then that tells all of us then is patience with that person. So then we get to now point at them and go, your patience is thin. So people tell on themselves, you see. So whether they mean to or not, it slips out. So three days went by. They're like, nah, I don't get it. You go, your patience. But then it took some people 1 month to learn to ride a bike. And that was physical. Moving forward, come on, clarification. Who is the Knight of Swords? Who's behind the Knight of Swords? Okay, who's behind this Knight of Swords? This story fits some of you. Not one of you, but some of you. Trust me. There's a lot of things that's being... Look at that. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Okay, perhaps someone's very serious about how they feel about a mother figure. They're coming in with, you know, these ideas, these messages. The message is serious. It's official. Okay, Queen of Swords, it's official. Also, I'm getting Gemini, Gemini energy. And sorry, I've got these out. I think I'm not saying what I'm clarifying. So I've got Gemini energy, Libra Aquarius energy, who's hiding some secret information from a lover. I got that message as well. And their mum. So from the lover and their mum. Queen of Cups, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Cancer, Pisces, and oh, for crying out loud. Tell me in the comments, what is it? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. That's it, sorry. Why is Scorpio hiding? Scorpio is hiding. Shh, that's in another read. But anyway, I'm not doing that yet. Scorpio is always hiding something. Why is the World card here? Clarify the World card, the Major Arcana. Okay, at the centre of all things. Okay, why is going on? I just saw the Queen of Pentacles flick by in the book without a bind. So the Queen of Pentacles would be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Who is that? Okay, so what's going on with the... Why is there so many knights on the table, you guys? These guys are coming from, yeah, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. Everyone is... What's going on abroad? Wait, what's going on abroad? 1 second. There's a lot of people taking action. Is people leaving this country? People leaving their countries are just flying off and saying, you know what? I'm packing my bag and getting out of here. People are getting out of here and there, wherever they are in another country, and migrating and stuff. I'm really getting this energy. There's a lot of movement, fiery movement. Look, Knight of Wands. Why are people migrating? What's the reason behind all this? Their passions, they're going after their passions. They really are. Look, hidden information. People are discovering hidden information online. Okay, a few messages. And people are texting people as well. People are talking. It's now or never. Okay. Cut the cord a minute. Yeah, cut the telephone cord. Let's just do telepathy. Knight of Wands, the Moon card, and the Page of Pentacles. Someone also, this is one story for somebody, okay? Or more than one if it resonates. When someone was a child, they had this hidden dream, okay? And they were very active about it then. They were very fired up about it, okay? And perhaps what's happened is something has aligned where you may have had a dream, or you probably had many dreams about this one particular project or work or a group, however it goes, okay, to do with your passion, your desire, something like this, okay? Your career. And you thought it's big, but as you got older, you thought it would be too small to project. There's people out there that think nobody would want that, nobody would like that. Yeah, but you are doing the farming. You are doing the seed planting and the reaping and the sowing. This is your legacy. This is your pathway. You don't have to wait for people. First of all, if you water your seed first and you put all the passion and love into it, of course people are going to love it. Someone, when they were younger, has a hidden talent, okay? And you were very active on it then. Whether it was your mind active on it or physically, I can see physically, okay? And it may have something to do with wanting to travel as a child. Some of you are astro traveling as well. Some of you are meeting up with your soulmates and lovers, like true lovers, but in a dream state. I'm getting that. Yeah. Some of you are dreaming about flying abroad. Yeah. And you're doing everything you can to work on that. Some of you are traveling to go and take photos, video shoots or something of this nature abroad. I'm picking that up. Okay. Yeah, you are. And looking very beautiful as well. Stop hiding. Look at that. Some of you are probably hiding now and again. Some of you are not. Some of you are. But in the dreams, look at that. The moon card. Wanting to travel, photo shoot. I can see here. Yes. Perhaps with yes. It's this. This is one of your stories. Yep. Yes, it is. You are so victorious, okay? You're wearing purple, the crown chakra. You're painting your face. It's like you could even paint your face purple and you don't care. Paint your whole body purple and wear clothes that are purple with stars that you don't care, because you've reached a point where you found out what it is that you really want and you desire to do. And something to do with when you was a child, you may have even felt belittled, or someone may have put you down now and again, but you're in your power because you found out that's an illusion. People were always going to judge you. People, no matter where you was, no matter what you wore, no matter how your face was, how you wore your hair, they were always going to judge you. Then one day you said, you know what, I'm painting my first, I'm painting my face. I keep saying first. So perhaps something to do with the first of a month. You may travel out, okay? I can't keep saying first all the time. That's the second time I've said it. Okay, perhaps this came out. Now, you can paint your face purple. You can paint, your hands purple. You wear purple clothes and dye your hair purple. I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying you wouldn't care, because what you had to project, the message you had to bring, or whatever work you had to do with others as a group, or, what you're setting up, is it. And you've looked. You've looked when you was a child, you've looked when you was a teenager, and you've looked when you're an adult. No one can't tell you anything. No one can't tell you anything. And with that being said, take care. I hope you have a lovely New Year's continuity. Keep the conveyor belt going. Keep stimulating your mind. And don't worry about the illusions around you, with what people say and all this. Don't worry. You ain't got no time. There's no time. See you soon. Take care for now. Bye.